Hello, my planner friends. So it's September, which means it's basically fall, which means I'm so excited to plan fall related things and just be in the fall spirit. My planner is set up with a fall theme, and I should show a flip through of it in my next video after I add a couple more bits and bobs. But for today, I'm going to be planning out the month of September. Because I did it like in such detail for August, I'm just gonna kind of run through it faster in this video just so there's not as much, extra stuff. Like, you guys understand my process. So now I can just kind of do my thing really fast without having to explain every step. So I'm just gonna get started right away. The disc bound is my monthly. You guys know this now. Let's flip right to September. And there we go. Nice blank slate. And I have some information that I will probably need to reference, and some of my I'm missing some of these. I gotta go get those. These are my recurring task stickies, and I reprinted my monthly planning routine. I love these two fonts together. Like, every insert I make has these fonts, and this is what I'm gonna be going off of to help me plan. And then a new addition I made is this finance planner. I wanted something that would help me kind of run through my finances in an easier way instead of just kind of like randomly writing numbers down. And I just wanted an organized template basically. So if this works out, I'll have one printed for every month. Speaking of every month, although I love my dividers that I made, I think for 2020, I'm just going to use monthly dividers and then have all my inserts that I need for each month in each divider, because I find myself referencing these back sections less, because I really mostly come in here once a week and I go straight to the monthly section and see what I have to do to transfer into my weekly planner. So yeah, that's all the talkage I need to do today. I'm literally just going to get started, maybe put some tunes in the background, and jump in if there is anything I need to explain. So I'm gonna be honest, it's the next day. My phone decided to just die on me. So rude. Anyway, back to the plan with me. Where did I leave off? I finished writing in my September goals and projects. Oh, so then the next step is gonna be to plan them by week. Usually I plan out my goals and projects on a separate sheet like this, but I think this month, I'm going to actually use these weekly inserts. Usually I don't use these unless I feel like I'm having a really hectic week, aka back when I was in school. But I just like that these give me lines, and I plan a lot by week, so I like that these tell me what week it is, and I just have plenty of room to scratch on already. And it'll just give me a pre-planner to reference when I do go to plan my week in my personal. So I'm gonna try that out for this month. So when you're planning out your month, you definitely want to stay open because it's such a broad area of time, and things can change all the time. So although I did say that I'd be writing in my projects and goals in these 52-week inserts that I like to like intentionally set goals and such, I think I'm gonna wait when the week comes just in case they change, because I would hate to have to wipe things out and like move things around, because I'm constantly changing my mind. So I'm gonna leave that open. I don't mind having them in my monthly planner because it is a monthly kind of brainstorming for the month. So I'm gonna leave it at that and then move on to my brainstorming, my posts and videos. And that's something I do in this insert right here. Alright, so next I'm going to do my attending list. This is an idea. I wasn't super inspired by SM Plans. I'm not even really sure where she got it from, but to my understanding, I probably should do research on it, but to my understanding, it's kind of like a way to keep track of the goals that you set, and I think it's perfect for my style of planning where I'm breaking things down into month, week, and day. So I just kind of made this insert off of Canva, and I'm gonna check it every single day and track my progress. I think next time though, I'm not gonna call it tending list because I don't really like the name. I'm gonna call it goal progress or something like that. So I'm gonna fill this out. Actually, take that off. I put some tabs on it so that I can really remember to fill it out every day. So actually I paused to do a little bit of research on the tending list, and it comes from a particular planner that you can get called the Power Sheets, I believe. Like, I didn't really do an in-depth research, but to my understanding, it comes from a planner called the Power Sheets, and I just kind of, took this concept and made it my own. So I'm gonna fill in monthly goals, and then as I make progress on them, I can color it in. And it just, at the end, if I made progress on it, I pat myself on the back. Then the weekly goals, these little circles represent each week, and if I do it, I check it off. And then it's basically like a habit tracker, monthly, weekly, daily habit tracker, basically, for goals. So I need to figure out which ones I want to do for September. And I want to make it really manageable. I don't want to put every single thing down, or I'm going to get stressed out and discouraged if I don't complete them all. So that's why I only made 5 slots, because I figured that was a decent number. And manageable, keyword. So let's turn back to my goals that I have set in my projects and figure out what I'm going to put on these habit trackers, goal trackers. Did my tending list, which is my habit tracker, and my goal tracker, and then I also have another tracker set up. But now that I think about it, it might actually be kind of redundant. But I'm gonna do both, see how I like it. This one's gonna be more of like routines and health, and the other one's gonna be goals. So I have this set up. It's in pencil just in case I decide I want to change some things. This is my first time using the insert. Part of me wants to go over it in pencil, but I'll do that off camera because that's like ridiculous actually of me to show you guys that. So I did my habit trackers, got my tending lists. Now into finances finally. So I'm gonna put this away because this is my last thing for the month. I'm so sorry if you can hear that crying baby. There's always something in my video. Then we have my finance tracker. I did show you this, but I want to show you it again. And I customized it to my personal needs because I only have one source of income right now. I'm slowly getting into having a real full-time job. I'm still in the training process, so I don't have like full paychecks coming in quite yet. So it's kind of limited, but I knew that I needed something to keep track of my spending still. So basically I'm going to be putting the few bills that I have in this section, and then doing my savings, my sinking funds and my savings that I will be working with for the month. Start balance, which is going to be 0 for most of them. Whatever I add, and then the new balance. And then my last section is my spending. So these are going to be my wallet like budgets, my essentials, non-essentials, dining, things like that. And then at the end I will total it all up for each section. So I'm not going to show me writing it in, but just because it's really personal, but I wanted to make sure you understood like how it worked. My insert that I designed, you can totally make one yourself. It's always nice to have something custom to your needs in case you can't find something that's perfect for you to buy. And who doesn't like something free? So I'm gonna fill this in, and then the last thing I have to do after this is start to decorate my spread. Okay, so after kind of a long time, I finally finished planning out my finances. One thing I forgot to mention is that instead of doing an entire monthly estimate, I'm just going to go straight from paycheck to paycheck, just because I think it's a lot easier to keep track of everything and to come up with a more realistic estimate. So that's what I did. And then a couple of other finance things to set up for the month is my little budget overview. I'll be filling this out for the week, and then this is kind of how I keep track of what budgets I set for myself. And then I also set up a finance sheet. This is where I keep track of literally all my expenses. So these two go together pretty well, and that's actually all I need for the month. But the cool thing about the insert that I made is that it helps me to also figure out, now that I'm going to be using cash more, what cash I'll probably need to take out and how much I'm going to need. So I did that on this new notepad that I got in the Planner Spot sub. And I'm just going to add those inserts in. Okay, so that's done. And all that's left to do is to decorate for the month. My favorite part. Even though this month I don't have a lot to plan out, I'm still gonna have a blast. So actually, I thought of a couple other things while I was doing my finances that I need to add to the month. I do have a meeting on Thursday. I put everything monthly in a sticky note because I just never am confident that things are gonna happen. And then I also have to make sure I contact my doctor for some forms that need to be filled out. So there's those. And then after, I'm not gonna do it on camera, but After I finish this video, I'm gonna plan out my week with all these sticky notes, my weekly habits, my goals, my routines, and make sure everything is planned out accordingly. But as far as my monthly spread, I am just going to put in what I really know. Okay, so I'm going to be using this kit to decorate my month and maybe some of last year's September. But honestly, it kind of reminds me a little too much of winter, and I'm thinking September is more of a transitional kind of month, so I'm not going to use too many of those like wintry stickers, but I'll definitely be using these. cute, and it will look even cuter when I fill it all up with monthly memories. I hope I gave you some ideas for how to plan out your month and how to make sure you have it all together before the month starts. I am about to go add this gorgeous sweater vellum to my setup, and that will bring me one step closer to this fall planner setup being done. And in the next video you will see, I promise, is a flip through of my Louis Vuitton planner. I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting me, and feel free to leave a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys about planner stuff, but I will see you in the next video. Bye.